Okay, everybody. So here's a Erie Arachnids update. Some things that's gone on, some things that's going on, hopefully some things that are going to get moving. But first off, this is my little work table. I do 90% of my stuff right here. And again, although my bedroom is big, it's cluttered because my wife has one dresser in here. I have a dresser and an armoire. We have the double, well, it's a queen size bed, even though she doesn't sleep in here because she can't sleep laying down anymore. So I really don't need this huge bed, but it's here. If I had a single bed, I'd have much more room. But anyway, what my plans for this table is to fill it up with stickers like this. Not all Pulp Friction stickers. So if anybody out there that has any of you new subscribers that are reptile guys, or I don't know, Trey, do you have stickers? I have no idea. I'll have to get a hold of you. Jay Boa, maybe he's got stickers for his stuff. I'm not sure. Anybody that has stickers like this that wants to be put on my table, let me know. Somehow, some way, let me know. We'll figure out what we need to do. I mean, I wouldn't mind if I had stickers. I'd just stick it in the mail and send them to people. But you know, if somebody needs me to pay for the stamp or whatever, let me know and we'll figure it out. But I'd like to fill this table up with a whole bunch of stickers by my birthday in July. That's my goal, is to have this table completely done with stickers by July, and then they'll have the Erie Arachnids one right in the middle. So that's number one on the to-do list as far as the update for today. You're gonna see my fingers every now and then because I'm holding the light in my fingers. So here is, again, bear with me, I'm trying to do this standing up. Here is number 2 update. There is the Damon Diadema. You remember she was in a upright 1/24th scale with a hinge lid. Well, the hinge keeps coming undone. I used actually super glue on it and it popped, and I don't know why the super glue is not holding, because it's holding on the top part, but the bottom part seemed not to hold. So I hot glued it and that held for a while, and then it popped again yesterday. So I was getting sick of it and I was mad. Well, this is the enclosure that I had my HMAC in that I gave to Peyton. And so I was like, you know what, I love these things. They're perfectly crystal clear. We set up a smaller thing here and a taller one here, and that's where I put it. It was not very cooperative going in there. It just kept crawling around the piece that it was on. I couldn't get off of that to get into this one, but it's finally in there. And it's got the new substrate in there that'll hold some moisture, so we'll be able to spray it down, give a little bit of humidity. I like this setup better, and it'll be okay in here for a while. I don't think it's going to need anything bigger for a while. You know, a few molts, maybe sometime next year we might need to move it into something, you know, a little bit wider, a little bit taller, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Ooh, maybe. There it is. It's one of my favorite tarantulas. Always been one of my favorite tarantulas. This is the Chilobrachys fimbriatus. Molted last week sometime, the end of last week, and ate yesterday. It was out on top, running around, actually. It was like going crazy, running around. So I threw a cricket in there, and it grabbed it and yanked it right down into the hole. So this is the one that, Priest, this is the one that I named after you. So this tarantula's name is Priest, but I have a funny feeling it's a female. So we may need to change it to Priestess, but it's okay. We know who it's named after, right? So that's that. Okay, so the other things that are going on here. Now, you see in the back side here, you see there's 1, 2, 3 of these enclosures. And these are pretty decent size, you know, width-wise and length-wise. They're not quite as long as a 10-gallon aquarium, but they're pretty stinking close to it. Of course, nowhere near as tall, but yeah, right about as wide too. They're decent enclosures for a good terrestrial. It doesn't do a lot of digging. Okay, so they're good for, I'm not saying not, you know, a Faunopelma don't dig, because they do. Grammostola don't dig, because they do. But if you provide them a hide and some substrate that they can move around, you know, they're perfectly fine. My Hensai's been in this for a long time. The Simoni's been in this for a while, and the Faunopelma chalcodes is the other one that's in this. These are all going away for now. They will be enclosures that will end up final enclosures for like the Lasiodora paraibana, because she probably will be too big for this when she's done. You know, 7, 8, 9 inches. She should be able to fit in there. If not, we'll get her something bigger. But she'll be my biggest tarantula in the end when it's all said and done. But these three are going away. One that's in there, which would be the Aphonopelma chalcodes, is going to possibly move to this. And I may not even put her in here. I may put her in the next size down. Well, not these, but a little bit bigger than those, but the next size down from these. The Grammostola rosea, who I, said all this time was a Grammostola species mall, till now I found all this new information. I'm calling it the Grammostola rosea because I was told I could get a Grammostola rosea mature male and mate it with her, and I wouldn't be crossbreeding anything. So if anybody's got one out there, let me know. So she's moving out of this because she's roughly only 4.5 to 5 inches at best. At best. She doesn't move around a lot, so she's going to go one size smaller, and she doesn't dig at all. Hasn't dug at all, not one bit. So we're going to move her out of there, and we're possibly move the chalcodes in here. If we don't move the chalcodes in here, that frees up one of these, and I have like 8 of these total. So they'll be here if I need them later, for the Acanthoscurria geniculatas and whatever else we need to throw in there. But the reason that we now have this room here is because I rehoused the Pteranochelys marinus female that was in here, the bigger of the two, into the Black Pass or European style taller enclosures. She's got the same exact depth of substrate as the other one, as Chaos does. She's not taken to it completely yet, as you can see her sitting in the corner. There's a pre-made burrow there. I used a water bottle, one of these, put it inside, packed the substrate down inside of it, pulled it out. So she's got a decent sized starter burrow. She's done a little bit of webbing, but not much. And then I put that piece of wood there that kind of surrounds that opening for her, so she can fill it in or dig underneath it or do whatever she wants. Chaos has now dug all the way to the bottom of her enclosure and started to dig laterally or horizontally, so I expect her to do the same thing. It may take her a little while to get used to. She wasn't really thrilled. I got her into catch cup without too much problem, but in the catch cup, when she went in there right away, she was not very happy. She flipped over on her back, and she was, fangs were spread apart, and she was rubbing them together, and she was less than thrilled with this move, trust me. But she came out real good. She came out of the nice and calm. She came out of the catch cup, or I used the 32-ounce deli cups to transfer her. She came out. I actually did it with the lid off, and there's the phone. Give me 1 second. Okay, back to it. Anyway, she'll take a little while. It took Chaos a little while to get accustomed. Almost took her 2.5, almost 3 weeks to get accustomed to what she's doing, and now she's got a big, huge pile of web mess there. So we'll see how she does. And then there's 4 of these now. So you have Brachypelma albopilosum, the Aphonopelma simoni, which is going to roost, so that one will free up, and then those 2. So we're moving some things around. We're going to create some space, which is going to be able to allow me to move some things, off of here over to there, over to there, which will be good. I can probably bring my female GBB, Nikita, over here and put her up here. We'll be able to move some of this stuff in the back, and then we'll be able to move some of these things here or there, So I'm freeing some space up, but that does not mean that I'm getting anything new. That's just so you know. The stuff that's coming in already is what's coming in, and that's it. After that, whatever I get at Buffalo, I want to pick up a couple scorpions. I'd like to. And if I come across, this is my goal. If I come across a female Brachypelma hamori that's a little bit bigger than Obi, or a Brachypelma amelia that's, probably, I would say, mature, I may pick one of those up. That would be really it. But there are a handful of tarantulas that I would pick up if I saw them as slings. With this, the Sericopelma sanacanalina, the Megaphoboma mesamesalamus are 2 of them. And then I want to get a Pteranochelys cordatus. And then, of course, I think I'm going to pick up a Pamphobedia species Mashala from Ruth. Those are some things that I want to get. And, of course, I'm going to get, I think I told you already, the Heteropodia David Bowie and Heteropodia lunula will be 2 small things that I want to grab while I'm there, too. So, yeah, so I'm thinking 4 tarantulas are going to go to Ruth, the 2 hensais, and then the 2 simonis. Still not 100% on the hensais yet, but definitely the simonis are going to go. She hasn't bred them yet. She was interested in doing it. I was not really particularly interested in doing it, so I'm gonna let her do it. Yeah. So this guy here, if you can't see him real well back there, there's his shiny black butt, Brachypelma bamey. We're going to be able to confirm probably in the next 3 or 4 days that we definitely have another male there. So yeah, things are, I didn't move a lot, but just by rehousing just that one tarantula and then cleaning off this shelf right here, and basically organizing and putting things that were in here into bins that I have in the closet, you know, decorations and wood and stuff like that, made me, or allowed me to move these guys down here and then opened up this thing here. So I'll probably, this enclosure there needs to get holes drilled in it. I think I'm going to put my, I'm debating, I'm pretty sure I'm going to put my Ornithoctone species louse into that. That's my, I think that's what I'm going to do. She's going to be one of my highlight tarantulas. Her and Cheeto will probably be the two most popular tarantulas that I have for now. I mean, I know, like, you know, Obi and a couple others are pretty popular too, but Cheeto's the top biller. But this female coming in is going to be, you guys are really going to be impressed when you see her. And I want her to be in something that's clear. Give her a little bit of room. We're going to put a lot of decorations in there for her to web up, and she'll do stuff like this one has here, the best you can see. Well, you can't see because the light's shining off of, reflecting off of the webbing. But this one, they act like GBBs, what they really do. So that's how we're going to set that up, like I would set up a GBB, and let her do her thing. So that she'll be here tomorrow. I'm so excited to get that one in. I really am. And then my Taranochila should be here next week. So really, that's the update for what's going on. My goal in the end is actually, if anybody's interested in these 4 Monocentropus pelfories in this communal, if you are interested in them, get a hold of me. I'd like to sell them, but I would be willing to trade them possibly for a confirmed female. She would have to be about 5 inches, Brachypelma homori, or a confirmed female, adult female, Brachypelma emilia, or a confirmed female Brachypelma shorderi, or a confirmed female Grammostola pulchra. Those are things that I'm interested in, and I would trade this communal for them. If not, I'd like to sell them so that I can use that money to buy one of those things. So if you're watching this video and you might have some interest in that, let me know. And we'll go from there. There's the assassin bugs. But yeah, I have to leave to go pick up my daughter. Apparently she's sick at school. So even though school's over in about 45 minutes to an hour. So I will go pick her up. We'll get this stuff uploaded later. And, ooh, nope, that didn't molt yet. Some will pay us Armenia. And we'll talk to everybody soon. And remember, looking for stickers, people. Looking for stickers. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Okay, so this is the new stuff that came today. Again, this is stuff that was replaced for the dead, or the DOAs. It came in yesterday. Right away, bam, right back in the mail. I mean, you can't say enough about Tom. He did a great job. He's always been a good dude. So this one is actually just an add-on, just because I wanted to. You know, it was one of those deals where I felt bad for him because, you know, he's like, well, I'll just mail you new ones. And, you know, generally when you have DOAs, people don't pay the shipping to send it back again. And he paid all that stuff. So I felt like I needed to do something, you know, so I picked this guy up. This is a Harpactira pulchripes, or pulchripes, whatever you want to call it. I particularly don't care how you say it, but again, I had one of these before. It's a female, and I sent it to roost, so I'm kind of excited to have this little sling in a baseball enclosure, baseball cube. We'll get it set up. It's already webbed right there, as you can see. So it's moving around, and we don't want you to come out, little guy. I think we might be getting close to molting sometime soon. looks like. But yeah, I was pretty stoked that he had him. I was actually going to get a Sturmy, believe it or not. I've never had really any ambition to get a Theraphosa before, but again, I kind of felt bad for him, and I was like, I don't know how many he had left, but he sold those pretty quick, and he only had 2 left, and he wanted to hang on to those 2, which I don't blame him. So I decided to go with this instead. And now I'll show you the little red fangs as much as we're going to be able to focus on them. I'll do a separate video on these guys when I can get some information. And I'll have to pull it up on the computer. I gotta find the little dudes now. They are not very big. There's one right there, as a matter of fact. Let's see if we can focus on it. You think it's going to focus? Probably not. There. Okay, so they're a little over a 1/4 inch. And again, there's 3 of them. What I was told to do basically is just, this is just a piece of cork, so it'd be like your cork board that you would hang on the wall and peg things into it. Just a piece of vertical cork with some substrate on the bottom that you can dampen up a little bit to give them a tad bit of humidity, and feed them fruit flies and some small crickets, and they're going to grow like wildfire. He said they will grow quick, so they'll be out of these relatively quickly. I think they're around a 4-inch spider, I believe, when they're all said and done. And they'll be set up like an arboreal type the whole time. Like I said, I'll do a video on them. We'll pull the computer out, and then I'll show you guys pictures. I don't have time to do that right now. I had too many people to call after this doctor's appointment and let everybody know what was going on. And so I just wanted to get them home, get them in their homes, and be done with it. So these little containers come from work because we had a big fire. Not a big fire, but we had a fire, and we had some butt splicing we had to do with wires. So these are the containers that they came in. So I had brought these home before, and I had jumping spiders in them, some Pioticses before. So they work out really well, and they're easy because I don't have to unscrew the top. It's just we can just kind of, wrong side. We just flip it up, and then you have the opening there, and then I can just filter in fruit flies or throw the crickets in, or just kind of mist it or spray it, and you can see them running around now. The first one I did, which I really don't know which one was the first one I did, to be honest with you. Oh wait, yes I do. This one, because of the holes. I remember the holes were uneven. That one went right in, no problems. These 2 here, of course I put them in, when I got them out of their vial, they were in a longer, one of that thing back there, right there in the corner there. There's my pillow. That's my insulation pillow, keep cold air off the side of that. Anyway, it's the same kind of deal as this thing. I had them in that, and then there was another one inside of that was smaller, and so that they had 2 levels that they had to escape from. Well, they escaped from them both times, both of them. I had to catch them on the outside of that bigger thing. They didn't leave that, so they didn't crawl off of it. They just kind of kept going around it, and every time I would get the vial close to it, they would take off again. Oh, hold on. Of course, yeah, the light died. I should have known better. I was gonna charge it last night, but I just was so tired, and I just didn't even feel like. And all I had to do was like reach down and grab the thing and plug it in. And I just had no ambition. I did get better news today at the doctor, so I'm a little bit more optimistic than what I was when I went in there. So, yeah. So hopefully I'll have a little bit more pep, just because I'm not contemplating things anymore. I do have another test I'll have to do in May that will kind of finalize, hopefully, determining what's going on, but not anything major right now. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll worry about it when I got to worry about it. But so I wanted to finish up with these guys again, something different. I will do a video specifically on them. I need to get some fruit flies for them, and then for the little guys that came in yesterday, to the Selenocosmia pure boomy and the Ceratojaurus marshalli. We're going to try and just feed those guys on fruit flies for a little bit, at least for the next month or so, as well as these. And I'm supposed to feed these guys pretty steadily. So we'll be feeding these guys probably every couple days, these red fang wandering spiders. get them a little bit bigger so that they're a little bit easier to take care of. And I'll get all the information, and we'll just do I'll do a spotlight video on them. Again, it's going to be hard to film them because they are kind of small, so we may have to do it. I'll try to do it with the macro lens attachment, but I don't know how well it's going to work out because it's hard to focus that macro on movement, because macro is really basically, you know, sedentary. You really want it to be still, especially with this camera, at least with my phone. I don't know how it is with like a DSLR camera or whatever else, but with this at least, definitely, I've had very difficult times filming anything that tries to move with the macro attachment. So we'll do the best we can. I mean, I could set it up like this, and I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to see. You can see the spider right there at the base of that cork. I think we'll be able to see it attack a fruit fly. So I mean, it may not be perfectly clear, or you know, super visible because they are kind of small. But we'll just we'll zoom it in the best we can and go from there. I'll film it a couple different ways and see, because I got 3 of them, so we can film them different ways. But yeah, I'm glad they all came in alive and well. The Harpactira pulchripes is really cool. I named that one Reich. I had originally named my Florida bark scorpion Reich, and I got the name Reich because I'm a huge Queensryche fan, and I think it's just cool. And it can be either way, you know, gender neutral as far as I'm concerned. So that's the name of the Harpactira pulchripes, is Reich, R-Y-C-H-E. So yeah. Other than that, we're gonna have another video. Just a quick. I'm gonna do a quick update of what's happening here, because there's some things that I did last night. Even though I was tired, I got a little ambitious with a few things, so I want to show you guys that. But thanks for watching this one, and we do have the Ornithoctinae species louse is supposed to be here tomorrow, so I got to go have blood work done. So I'll get the blood work done, and I'll go pick that lady up. We're gonna get her home set up tonight, so she's ready to go tomorrow. So again, thanks for watching, and yeah, I appreciate everybody's comments, and please forgive me for not commenting back on a lot of them for the last week or two. It's just been so hectic with what's going on with you know, the doctor's appointments and trying to figure out what's going on with me, and a little bit worried. And you know, I got my twins getting ready to take their driving test tomorrow, so we've been out, you know, with them practicing, and it's kind of stressful for a parent. If you should know, anybody that's had kids getting ready to take their driver's test, it's pretty stressful. And then knowing the huge increase in car insurance that we're going to have to pay. But yeah, so let's end this here. And again, we'll go over a few things in this update video. Hopefully I'm going to get all these up tonight, which today is Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday. Today's Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So I'm going to try and get these up before the end of today. If not, then we'll have a few videos tomorrow. And then we'll do a couple feedings of some tarantulas that molted. Well, maybe not. Yeah, we'll do a quick tarantula spotlight on the Sericopelma rubronitans tomorrow. We'll try feeding the 2 that I have. One that molted last week, and the one that came in on last Monday. So we'll try to get those guys fed, and we'll do a quick spotlight. I know a few people like the spotlight video, so I'll get all the information set up on them. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to everybody in the next one. Bye.